Hey, it's your man StyleCon. Coming at you today with another video from the cigar shed. I got my little stogie wearing the Grand Seiko. Now let's get into today's topic of discussion. And that will be the king, all-time king, of Soulless wristwatches. You say, StyleCon, why is that a concern? It's technically not. Like I said, I'm here just to give my opinions and my views on things. You don't have to agree. But Rolex is by far the king of the Soulless wristwatches. StyleCon, if you watch any of my previous videos, I've been around the watch game for, 40, 45, maybe even 50 years now. I'm starting to get old, man. Starting to get old. But with that, the quartz crisis, when that first came out, everybody's making a big deal. If you collect watches, like, oh, watches don't have a soul. And if you look it up, I'll say quartz watch is the king of the Soulless watch. Because there's really nothing to be done with it. It's machine stamping out parts, putting things together, and then selling it to you. Whereas, say, a mechanical watch, there's more involved with that. Now, Rolex, obviously, I'm not shitting on Rolex. You like what you like. I'm not a big fan, but this is the reason why I'm not a big fan. It's a soulless watch. I mean, I've got enough watch magazines and things like that. I've seen the Rolex factory, how things are stamped out. CNC machine, stamp this, stamp that. To me, that doesn't give the watch a soul. You know, like with this Grand Seiko. You got a guy or girl that's going to hand polish the case. The movements, there's a lot of hand work involved. You know, like when you buy cars, obviously I use a lot of car references. But this can be anything. But now, you know, you got a Honda or a Toyota. You know, it's a mass-produced product. And a lot of people will tell you these cars are soulless. But then you get yourself a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a Rolls Royce, a Bentley. You know, now you're talking about cars that, you know, have hand-stitched leather, hand-stained wood. You know, the motor was built by one individual. You know, now you're giving that car a soul. Or even with, like, wristwatches and, like, George Daniels and people like this that have just, you know, done it all by hand. You know, and I understand cost, and you're trying to save money, and I do get that, because obviously everything's about the bottom line, you know what I mean? So with that, I do understand the purpose of having CNC machines and trying to cut out labor costs, but it takes away from the human aspect. Somebody spent, you know, whatever it is, 10 hours to polish this case. That says a lot for a product. And whereas Rolex, I mean, like, once again, not a fanboy, don't like them, don't care one way or the other. But the thing is, there's nothing like that put into it. And I don't care if it's handwork. Do engineering. What's that? Christopher Ward, that Bell Canto that everybody's been talking about lately. Maybe there's not a lot of handwork involved with that watch, but there was a lot of engineering that went into that watch to get it to that price point. So now you got something that somebody actually put some effort into to actually make it. Rolex, there is no effort. You stamp it out, you put it in a freaking case, you put it in a box, and you send it to your ADs. There is nothing about that particular brand that says, I put a lot of effort into it. You know, there are some Chinese brands I've been checking out lately. These guys, you know, they're buying like modules from either, you know, Etta or some other brands, Salida, and they're actually making their own modules. You know, so to me that gives it more of a soul than just like, here's an Etta movement, let's slap it in a watch, and off we go. There's nothing that gives that watch a particular soul. You know, and with Rolex, it's just the machinery, not putting any effort into engineering. Everybody's making a big deal out the new exhibition case back with the gold rotor. You know, it's like, is that what you call innovation? I don't think so. It doesn't give that watch a particular soul. The Grand Seiko has a soul. You know, other brands out there have souls. They put it through, you know, either hand finishing, hand work, or they're doing it through engineering to make this something that's a little bit different. And on that note, it's your man StyleCon. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. As usual, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I will check you out in the next video.